Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ghostmet Gaming with me, Christopher, and this is Beyond the Steel Sky. This is a game that I've never really heard about, and apparently it is a sequel to a game released in, I think, 1994, called Beneath a Steel Sky, a point-and-click game. I don't know if this game requires you to play that game. I have no idea. I really hope not, because I'm not going to. So let's just hope that this is it might be a sequel, but the story might not be necessarily a direct follow-up from the previous game, meaning that we don't miss anything from not having played it. Let's hope so, at least. I don't know that much about the game. I know that it is a sort of cyberpunk-ish game. Again, something I really like. And it's supposed to be sort of a criminology game, in that we are a person who are looking for a girl who's been abducted, I believe. I think that the intro is actually going to tell us more. So why don't we actually just start up a new game and see what this is about.
I'd already decided it was going to be my last night in Max's village. I was sorry to be leaving, but I was restless again.
Beware! The day grows dark, and demons stalk the gap by night.
Harsh, old woman, stop your superstitious nonsense. Besides, this is the best time of day for fishing, eh, Milo?
Yes, Dad. Look, Foster! I use these broken sensors to make a fish alarm. It detects the fish before it bites.
Nice work, Milo.
Milo was just like me as a boy, and the tech skills I'd taught him would help the village after I left.
Do you really have to go, Foster? How can we ever pay you back for all you've done?
It's been my pleasure, Max. One of Anita's pies will be payment enough.
I owed the Gap folks so much. My first tribe fostered me when I was orphaned all those years ago. They taught me how to recycle tech scavenged from city dumps. Soon, I even built myself a playmate.
I'm your friend. Call me Joey.
Joey and I were always together. As I grew, I upgraded him. He became the best friend I ever had. But then...
Foster! Foster, wake up! The sensors detect a fish. It's a big one.
What the?
It was no fish.
Max, keep back! Molo!
Dad! What are they?
Max! Drop him, you...
Dad! Foster! Help me! Help me!
Milo had gone. The machine, too. But its riders had left something behind.
Max? Milo? What's happened, Foster? Where's my son? Max? Max? Oh, no! I told them! I told them there were demons stalking the dark!
The stalker that attacked us was a machine, not a demon.
Please, Foster, I don't understand. What happened?
I told Anita everything I could, though I knew very little. Max was barely conscious. I could only hope that with Anita's loving care, he would recover. As for me, I had to follow Milo and his captors immediately.
I'll bring Milo home, Anita. I promise.
Thank you, Foster. I know you will.
Dawn was breaking as I left the village. The featureless wastes of the Gap stretched away from me. Night followed day, then day dawned once more. Time lost meaning as the tracks beckoned me ever forward. Determination had long replaced sadness. Whatever it took, I would find Milo. The tracks were barely visible now, blurred by the wind. But I was sure I'd reach their destination soon. Then I saw the thing I feared the most approaching. Sandstorm. I battled forward, but now could only guess that my direction was correct. I decided to save my energy and sank into an exhausted sleep. Maybe the old woman was right. Maybe demons did stalk the gap. For as it shrieked and thundered around me, the storm brought back my nightmare once more. Union City security was attacking. As my tribe screamed in terror, I salvaged Joey's motherboard. Taken captive, I couldn't save my village. But I survived when the security copter crashed, entering Union City. On the run, I soon got Joey working. Upgraded yet again, he helped me overthrow the evil that ran the city. As I left, I told him to make the citizens happy. Union City was no place for me. I wanted to be where I could do most good, helping the scattered people of the Gap. I woke to find the storm had passed. But not without finishing its cruel work. The tracks were gone. I was lost, and so, I feared, was Milo. Then, I heard them. Gang birds, scavengers, and in this wasteland, that meant only one thing: people. Despair turned to hope. I was sure that if I could find where the stalker had gone, I would find Milo. Then, in the distance, I saw a girl crouching over a body.
Here we go. So yeah, that was the sort of intro, and I was a little bit wrong. I realize now that it wasn't a girl but a boy instead. But, you know, sort of correct. So we don't really know exactly a whole lot about this character, Foster. I will say though that I very much enjoy the Australian accents of, you know, the rest of the people. I don't know if that is the case when we get to the sort of big city, but for now though, that is the case. And I also really like the art style already. We haven't even gotten to the sort of interesting bits, but some sort of a slightly cel-shaded style. Not overly done, which is nice. So yeah, this is looking kind of cool. So who are you?
The girl was holding a device to the lifeless hand. Hey, excuse me.
Smooth.
Who the hell are you?
I'm searching for a vehicle that...
Ah, no! Damn birds!
Wait, I just... Whatever that device was, the bird had it now.
So yeah, objects that Foster can interact with. Yeah. So let's go interact with this body.
No way I was going to get between those birds and their feast.
So I think that this is sort of a... I mean, as I said, the previous game was a point-and-click game. And this is supposed to be a sort of detective-ish thing. So if I interact with the gagging bird, I can do examine an inventory. So if I examine...
birds were eyeing up the corpse hungrily.
I do like the narration of everything I do as well. I have inventory. And I have a crowbar, I have some pie, and an android finger. So let's try and use the crowbar, I guess. What's it doing? Yeah.
There were few
Yeah.
things that would scare gangs, and a crowbar was not one of them.
Well,
I would need to find another solution.
well, I mean, if you just... Okay, fine. I don't exactly know what he was trying to do there, but obviously not the correct thing. Yeah, feed him some pie, I guess. There we go. The body is now free for me to
The
examine.
girl had been doing something to the guy's hand. I wondered what. He'd clearly been dead for days. The logo. I'd seen it before. On the androids that had taken Milo. The girl was my only lead. I had to follow her. Union City.
There we go.
I was back. Over the years, I'd heard rumors of how the city had thrived since I'd left Joey in charge. I was finally going to see for myself.
So that wasn't a dream then? I figured that the dream you mentioned in the intro sequence, that that was, you know, actually a dream. But apparently... That's... okay. That's a nice little intro to this city. Things just falling apart. Yeah, I thought it was actually a dream, but it feels, or rather it seems as if that is actually what happened. We left Joe in charge of this entire city. So we do have a history.
Halt!
Welcome, unregistered Gaplander.
Well, hi. And you are?
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. To commence your Union City registration, please make your way to the immigration terminal.
That's okay, I'm not here to register. I'm looking for...
If you're looking for the immigration terminal, it's right over there. Thank you.
So yeah, we can sort of ask around a little bit here, and I do like to see you. That's also kind of cool.
I've never seen a droid like you.
And I've never seen a Gaplander like you.
I bet. And what is it you do?
I tell Gaplanders like you to visit the immigration terminal and register.
Let me know how that goes.
Also wondering, is this like proper AI or just a simple droid? Because it feels very responsive. So yeah, have you seen anything about a missing kid?
Find a missing kid?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
So what happens if I ask? Because that was on the left side. Does that mean anything?
Have you seen a boy called Milo?
No, but I do see an unregistered Gaplander.
So yeah, you can ask about the same thing multiple times then. I have no idea what he means about stalker, but apparently it's something we can ask about.
I'm looking for a vehicle that maybe came this way.
A vehicle? Well, this is a freight entrance. So, you're in the right place.
Right. I need to find a boy called Milo. He was...
What you need to find is the immigration terminal. It's right over there.
So if I ask again about stalker?
Can you tell me about any vehicles that came through here a couple of nights ago?
Read my lips. Immigration terminal. Register. You.
And it seems as if I can keep asking about the missing kid.
Are you sure you can't help me find Milo?
You want to file a missing persons report? Go register.
You already said that.
Good. For a minute there, I thought I wasn't repeating myself enough.
Aw, a sad face. Okay, so what about registration?
So how do I register?
Easy. Just go to the immigration terminal and you'll get a U-chip for your temporary ID. The correct route is indicated by these signs.
Sounds easy.
It is. Without it, you won't be able to interact with any of the Minos devices in this area.
Okay, so what are Minos?
What's this Minos you mentioned?
Minos is the interconnected computer system that is everywhere and controls everything.
Everything? That sounds very similar to Link.
For the convenience of all citizens. And, word to the wise, no U-chip, no access to the Minos devices. Not even the vending machines. So go register.
So what about the U-chip? What is that?
What exactly is a U-chip?
Don't they teach you Gaplanders anything? A U-chip stores your ID and personal data in a micro-implant. The immigration terminal is easy to find. What's keeping you? The correct route is indicated by these signs.
So, yeah.
How do I get to immigration?
The terminal is at the wall end of the garden. The correct route is indicated by these signs. Soon as you've registered, you can access the Minos devices.
I mean, at this point, Foster is just being a dick, basically, to this little android, I feel. It's a lot of questions for stuff that feels pretty damn basic, and especially him, since he's from this city, sort of. He should know a little bit about this, at least.
Remind me how to register with Union City?
The immigration terminal
I mean,
is back there in the gardens.
It's like the 5th or 6th time by now.
Gotta go.
Thanks.
I think we're done here.
Thanks for your time.
Pleasure.
For a droid, you're kinda snarky, but whatever. Yeah, we're in here now, and yeah, as I said, this is a very cool looking thing. Very big. Like, really, really big, actually. Pretty cool. Okay, so let's just jog on forward here.
There was a strange smell, and it was coming from the truck.
Does look smelly.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
And I don't have any pie. So if I try to, you know, take a few proper swings with the crowbar this time, what'll happen?
Gangs clearly weren't scared of me or my crowbar.
Well,
How can I help?
let's talk to you. No, probably. Well, can I?
Excuse me.
Got a problem?
You're
Why
following
are
me.
you following me?
You're an unregistered Gaplander. You don't have a U-chip, which means I need to monitor you. Personally.
And how do I get a U-chip?
By registering at the immigration terminal. Simple, huh?
I'll get round to it. Thanks for your time.
Just gonna
Enjoy
leave that be.
every minute of it.
So we do have a sort of a different puzzle here. Then we need to remove the murder
Break our
of
chances
gang
against all of
gangs.
those razor-sharp beaks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna move into them. Don't worry. They're really like looking at me, following me.
How can I be of
Kinda
assistance?
creepy. Okay, so in order to get in there, is there anything, because I don't have pie anymore. Are there stuff that we can sort of pick up, perhaps? Something here. Strange bench.
It was a tire or modern art. I couldn't tell which.
Okay, just a little bit of information. I mean, it doesn't feel as if I will find anything to eat here, right?
The sign was directing me towards immigration.
There's something. It's a light over there, or is that just, yeah? Ah, see here.
This seemed like the place 2CU was talking about.
I mean, Foster seems to be like the least perceptive person in the world, sort of. I mean, it's not a big place, this, so I don't know. Let's actually get this done, hand device.
I guess this was the immigration terminal.
You are correct.
Welcome to the Union City Registration Terminal. Please place your hand below to receive your U-chip implant. U-chip implant successful. You are now registered with Union
A
City.
U-chip had been implanted into the palm of my hand. I wasn't sure how it was going to help me.
Me neither.
Authorized citizen ID required.
I guess that this is... Is there a place... This is a place that we need to get in? There's a sandwich there. I can use a sandwich to lure the murder of gangs away, but I can't get in here.
Authorized
Yeah,
citizen
I'm not
ID
authorized.
required.
Okay, so what other options do I have for these birds here?
The gangs look mean and ugly.
Yep, totally agree. Is there anything? There's a person here. What can you use? Tell me. Trucker.
The guy looked like he'd been out in the sun a bit too long. Smelled like it too.
Sir, excuse me, sir. Are you...
Whatever you're selling, I ain't buying.
No, I'm not selling any...
A likely story. Name's Wendell. Joe Wendell.
Nice to meet you.
That remains to be seen.
Oh, we're into some British people. Fine.
Listen, you haven't seen a child come through here, have you?
Pinch something of yours.
No, he was kidnapped from a nearby village.
Oh, I see. Sorry to hear that. You're not the first I've heard talking about kids going missing in the Gap. But I've never seen any come through here. Have you asked those kids over by the playground? They've been here a lot longer than me.
So when a little thing flashes here, I guess that means that we now have new stuff that we can ask about. So that's why this is still lit up.
What was that you said about other missing kids?
Nothing specific.
Go on, try me.
Oh, just rumors. Voices on the wind, campfire tales. One man's kidnapping is another man's wandered off and fell down an hole, says I. No kids round here. Oh, except those young bucks over yonder. Sorry I can't help.
What are you doing here?
Well, whilst Bruce's power cell remains as flat as a cowpat, not a whole lot.
So you're trying to get in the city?
Abso-bloomin'-lutely. Trying being the operative word.
Brucey being the truck, I guess.
I take it this is your truck?
It's got my name on it, don't it?
Your name is W?
Well, some of it.
And what exactly is it that you're hauling?
Until I get the old boy back up and running, absolutely nothing. Old Bruce is taking a turn for the worse.
Can we sort of help out with that?
When the power cell is working, what are you hauling then?
Mini Ks. Artisanal, organic, handcrafted protein cylinders. At least that's what it says on the packet.
Sounds expensive.
Doesn't it? Between you and me, they're just knackwurst sausages. But these city folk love a tagline.
What are they specifically?
So, your truck is full of mini knockwurst?
You betcha. Mini K, best in the Gap. Even contains some real meat. You're welcome to take a handful. Back of the truck's open, although the doors like to play silly beggars.
Oh?
Requires a special technique. Ritual, you could call it.
Ritual?
Aye. Now listen carefully. Step 1, give the bumper a wallop. Step 2, do a little jig. Step 3, pull the door and jerk it hard.
Wallop, jig, pull. That it?
That's it, lad. And remember the order.
I'll try to remember the order. But what else about the truck doors?
Doors, they're locked shut.
Not locked, jammed. Oh, and I'm all out of lubricant.
So how can I get in?
Didn't you listen? It's a ritual. First off, give the bumper a good wallop. Then,
Yeah, some of these repeated dialogue is kind of repetitive, but
okay.
Hard. Pretty technical, huh?
Have to move with the times, pal.
So I can ask one more time about the truck doors. I'm not gonna do that right now.
How long have you been here?
Lost count, but the delicious aroma emanating from my mini Ks suggests at least 2 days.
Aren't you worried that they might be going rancid?
Oh, nothing that a healthy chlorine wash won't fix.
So what about a power cell for the truck?
Your truck's power cell has drained.
Aye, emptier than a politician's vows. There was a sandstorm put the bridge over yonder out of action. I was told to go park for a few hours. Turned into a few days. Trying to keep the mini case cool in this heat emptied the power cell. I wasn't stingy on the aircon, mind, or the margarita blender up in the cab. A working man needs his creature comforts.
Obviously.
Anyway, 13.7 volts drained to naught. And they still haven't fixed that blooming bridge.
And you've been sat here ever since?
No choice, until they send someone out to juice up Bruce's power cell. Someone competent, I mean.
Okay, so what else about the mini case?
Those mini Ks you mentioned.
As I say, grab an handful. Truck's open.
Okay, apparently they really want me to ask about the truck doors again.
How do I open the back of the truck?
Come on.
1, 2,
Yeah, I know.
Wallop, jig, pull.
Okay, fine. Don't have to ask about that again. What about the stalker?
I'm looking for a vehicle.
Well, mate, today's your lucky day. This is a vehicle.
I like the camera shift.
No, I'm looking for a special vehicle.
But Brucey is special. All he needs is his power cell and we'll be on our way.
The vehicle I'm looking for had 4 legs and no wheels.
A vehicle with legs? Think you've got bats in your belfry, mate.
Okay, so I don't think we get more help from him.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so no help from him with regards to the birds. However, I did have a choice for smell before, but I guess that was just before we knew that they were actually mini sausages in here. Okay, so we're not gonna be able to get to that.
Those birds weren't going to let me anywhere near the back of the truck.
Can't even get close. So what else do we have? We have a couple of people over here.
How can I be of assistance?
So who are you, little kids?
A sturdy chain tethered the roundabout to the ground. Hey, kid.
Hey, weird guy.
My name's not Weird Guy.
I'm Pixel. It's easy to remember because it rhymes with pickle.
So it does. I'm Foster.
I'll remember that easy because your name rhymes with fossil and you're old.
Thanks, kid.
Burn. Okay, so do you have any idea about missing kids?
I'm looking for a boy about your age named Milo, who may have come through here.
You're asking the right guy. I remember every face that's come through here since I was a little kid.
Yeah? How many's that?
Like, at least 12. How recently are we talking?
Sometime over the past couple of nights.
Oh, didn't know. Haven't seen no kids.
You sure you haven't seen any children come through here?
Nope, definitely would have remembered.
What about anything suspicious?
Suspicious? Yeah, there was this one guy. Tall, wearing a big coat and carrying a purse.
I see. Nice one.
And his name was Fossil!
Funny guy.
Joke, kid.
Okay, so what about you?
What's your story, Pixel?
Well, I'm 8 years old, and my birthday is in only 64 days. I'm really good at math, and I can even lift my sister. And she's super fat.
Very comprehensive.
Yep. Anything I can help you with today?
So what about this roundabout?
What's wrong with the roundabout?
It sucks. Stupid Mr. Hobbsworth put a chain on it. He said it was for safety, then he dropped the chain on his foot.
About that vehicle then?
Did a vehicle come through here recently?
Maybe. How recently is recently?
Like 2 nights ago?
Oh, then definitely no. But wait, 2 nights ago? My brother, Voxel, he saw this giant monster.
What kind of monster?
Like a totally huge, but not real one.
Huge, but not real?
I mean, Voxel says it's totally huge, and Ember says it's not real.
Well, which is it?
I don't know what to believe.
That's kind of cool. Pixel and Voxel. Okay, so what about your, was it brother?
Voxel?
My brother, remember?
Can I talk to him?
I guess, but he's not as friendly or helpful as me. Real question is, will he talk to you? He's been hiding for like 2 days now. Won't speak to nobody but me.
Can you tell me where to find him? Maybe he'll talk to me.
Nuh-uh. You gotta earn that information. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
So what about the
What's
monster?
this about a giant monster?
Right, so my brother Voxel, like 2 nights ago, it was night time, right? And we had been playing this massive game of buzzsaws and dynamos, so I was like, wah!
I like that face.
Where was I?
The giant monster.
Oh yeah, right. So, later that night, he wakes me up screaming about how he saw a giant monster.
And?
That's the end of my story. Don't tell Ember I told you.
You know what, bye, because I saw the girl.
Call it if you need anything.
That's the girl from before. So is that Ember, then?
I recognized the girl. She was the one who'd run away from me earlier. It was the girl I'd seen earlier.
Yep, know that.
Excuse me. Hello?
You!
Me what?
You're the guy in the desert!
And you're the girl with the corpse.
Okay, first of all, that guy was dead long before I got there. And second of all, it's your fault Big Steve stole my deed.
Lost your what? To who?
Do you realize how much potential trade you've cost me?
Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ugh. I trade. I'm a trader. Name's Ember.
That's Ember. So what about the dead body?
What were you doing out there in the desert with that corpse?
Mister, are you looking to trade something or what?
Trade?
Trade, you know, tech, gadgets, knickknacks from the Gap or the city. That's what I do. I collect stuff, sell stuff, trade stuff. Only, since you're interfering, let Big Steve fly off with my deed, it'll be a while before I can make proper trades again. Now excuse me.
What's a deet?
My deed, man. DTT. Data transfer tool. Deet.
What's the deed for?
Duh, transferring data. That's what I was doing with that dead fella. Transferring his citizen ID for trading, yeah? You distracted me, and Big Steve nabbed it and flew off. Like I said, thanks.
Big Steve, is that a specific one of those gang birds, or is just the average sort of slang for them?
Who's Big Steve?
You see all these birds all over the place? Big Steve's the purple one, with
Okay.
a beak full of my deet.
Just a specific one. So what about that deed?
Tell me about this deed.
Simple. I collect IDs and I use the deed to swap them. At least I did, until Big Steve grabbed it.
So
were you
specific
digging
ones?
that guy's U-chip out of his hand?
What? No! Data transfer. I told you. I cloned his ID data onto the deed for later.
What happens later?
Well, you know, maybe someone doesn't want to be found. I do swapsies.
For a price?
Yeah.
Fair enough. So about the big vehicle.
Did you see a strange vehicle come through this way?
Strange? You mean like that stinky one there?
No. This one had legs.
Not seen anything like that. Maybe you didn't either, crazy guy.
I'm not crazy.
Sure you're not.
What else about the U-ship?
I got a U-chip with a temporary ID from over there.
Good for you. They're free.
Can I get into the city with it?
No. And yes. And no.
Break that down for me.
No, a temp ID is so they can keep track of you around here. Won't get you inside. Yes, I could deet that corpse's ID onto a U-chip. And no, because as you well know, my deet's been eaten.
Ah, I see. What about trading with you then?
Like I said, sometimes people from outside want stuff from the inside. Sometimes people from inside want stuff from the outside. Second one doesn't happen very often since inside's got, like, everything and free. But it happens.
Suppose a guy from outside wanted to get inside.
Ah, my most popular item. Until Big Steve took my deed, that is.
So can you tell me anything else about missing kids?
I just need to know if you've seen a missing kid come this way.
You're looking in the wrong place. Only boys around here are Pixel and Voxel, and the only thing they're missing is a few screws.
And what else about the dead body?
What are you doing out there in the desert with that?
I know what she
I
did.
told you already, I was deeding his ID. Only now, Big Steve has my deed, and ipso facto, the ID.
Okay.
That's all for now. Thanks.
Anytime. Oh wait, no. Come back if you want to talk business.
For someone with a business interest in dead bodies, she seemed pretty normal.
I mean, I do want to do that with her, obviously, because we need to get inside. But we do have a number of stuff here that we sort of need to do. I guess we do want to get rid of the Shane. We need to get back the deed from Big Steve, wherever Big Steve is. And say I've seen a... well, probably over there. I thought that one over there looked a little bit purple. But yeah, so we have a few stuffs going on here.
Grabbit's independent traders. I'd bought from sketchier places out in the Gap.
Mm-hmm. The workbench.
A workbench had been set up. Its structural integrity seemed over-reliant on some old deflated tires.
That's fine. So can we like pick food up from somewhere? I cannot get in here, which sort of leads me to believe that there's something here, but I'm not seeing any prompts. I don't think that this is necessarily a game where you do stuff. Sort of. I mean, I don't have any attack or anything like that, I guess.
I hadn't seen one of these terminals in 10 years. Link. The evil behind everything that happened all those years ago. The attack on my village. The death of my mother.
That's a lot of stuff. Can we even turn it on? Do we want to turn it on?
Nothing happened. Probably because the machine had had its innards ripped out.
It's very perceptive. Like, yeah.
It looked like the sculpture had seen better days. Unless that was the intention.
Doesn't really seem as if this is intended. Okay, so a nice little waterfall here with sparkles.
There was something strange about the water. And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone. Up close, I could see the water was holographically concealing an electric fence?
See, I don't really want to touch this, I think. I mean, I can hear the crackling. So, yeah, there is absolutely no electric fence.
Something strange about the water.
Okay.
And there was an unmistakable smell of ozone.
Is there anything inside that I want? Let's touch it. Poke it.
There was an electric fence back there. I wondered if it was live.
It clearly is.
Ow. I was shocked to discover that it was.
Shocked to discover.
The gangs kept clear of this death trap.
Ooh, hey. Check behind it with the camera like this. So yeah, there is nothing behind it either, what I can see at least. Yeah, this over here ought to be the Big Steve guy. There's another person as well. So yeah, he has it in his mouth.
One particularly large and familiar bird stood out from the rest.
Okay, can I just take the tool? Oh, come on, come on. Give me it. Give it to me.
The bird's beak looked especially vicious.
Yeah, but I mean, he's holding a thing in his mouth. Just grab it. Hit him. Hit him with the crowbar. See? He should be dropping it now.
These were tough desert birds. Waving a crowbar around wouldn't faze them.
I mean, no, but hit it. So, do I need the Android finger? Well, I can't even use it. I thought we can sort of trade that thing for the Android finger, but no, apparently not. So we can't do anything with that bird at this point. So let's talk to the presumably last person here. Broken Bollard is what he's working on.
He was a scruffy-looking technician.
You're scruffy-looking, Foster.
Excuse me.
Oh, hello, visitor.
What's up with your bollard? Maybe I can help.
You?
Sure.
Hey, listen, Mr. Gaplander. It's totally cute that you want to help. But this mechanism's a teeny bit more advanced than what you're used to.
You'd be surprised. I'm pretty handy with these sorts of things.
Sorry, gotta get back to this bollard. It ain't gonna fix itself.
Okay.
One of the posts was jammed.
Do we have any repair equipment? I'm gonna use my crowbar on it. Crowbar to the rescue. Apparently I can. Or, you know, attempt to. Hey, here we go.
Hey, we fixed it!
Yeah, piece of cake.
Dude, Council sure is shining in my direction today. Do you know how many times I've scanned this thing? The last scan must have done the trick. You see, I'm the diagnostician and tech expert around here. Name's Hobsworth. What can I do for you?
So, who are you?
So what's your deal, Hobsworth?
I am a diagnostician for the Ministry of Comfort.
And what exactly does a diagnostician do?
I find problems.
And fix them?
No, I just diagnose them. Minos fixes them.
You just basically run around and check things and report them in. Well, jobs could be worse. So, Joey.
Tell me about Joey.
Praise Joey. Not a day goes by where I don't thank him for the happiness and prosperity he brought to Union City.
Joey and I go way back. We must be talking about the same one.
Well, it depends. Our Joey was kind, benevolent, generous, firm, resolute, moral, he's magnanimous, proactive, and a friend to all citizens alike. Does that sound like your Joey?
My Joey was more of a sarcastic pain in the... But he was my best friend.
So, about missing kids, have you seen anything?
Hey, have you by any chance seen a kid come through here?
Where's the little dude headed? On an adventure, is he?
Oh no. He was kidnapped, snatched from his village, and brought this way.
Oh, right. Nope. I haven't seen anything like that. Sorry. Now, if you don't mind, I've got to get back to work.
Work order.
I want to ask you more. Can't I ask you about anything?
Excuse me?
Well, hey there, stranger. How's your day going so far?
Well,
Great, I'll bet. Anything old Hobsworth can do for you? By the way, just so you know, I'm on the clock.
Yes, of course, no problem.
I mean, you seem to be wanting to talk now. So what about Wendell's power cell? Is that something you can help out with?
How are things going with Wendell's power cell?
It's in my office.
But how long until it's charged?
It's hard to say, but it's on my list.
So why can't we just get into your office then?
Any updates on Wendell's power cell?
Not yet, but I'll get onto it soon.
It's about a stalker.
I'm looking for a vehicle that might have passed this way.
What kind of vehicle? Maybe I can help.
Well, I didn't get a good look, but I know it has 4 giant legs.
Legs? Word to the wise man. Vehicles have wheels.
Not this one. It walked on the sand. And it was, shaped like a dog.
Whoa. That doesn't sound like any vehicle I've ever heard of. And I've got more magazines under my bed than you can even imagine.
Well, it doesn't feel as if we're gonna get much more out of you. Now, is there any way that we can get you to sort of open your office?
Do you need technical expertise to be a diagnostician?
Of course! You need to know exactly where to point your scanner. See, I come to work and I pick up my scanner here, and then I report the problem. My interventions are key to the smooth running of Union City.
Nice jacket.
Oh, thanks. I like yours too.
Well,
see you around, Hobsworth.
Doesn't seem as if we're getting much out of him.
I really appreciate your patience back there when I was fixing the bridge. Let me thank you properly. Give me your hand.
Okay.
There you go. Your kudos just got a boost.
Thanks, I think.
Keep a smile on your face.
Work order.
My what now? Kudos. Sounds like a sort of thing about doing good, I guess. Okay, so the bridge controls... Do I need to do anything with that at this point?
The bridge seemed to be operated by some sort of hand scanner.
Something I can use, or am I not authorized?
Error.
Yeah.
Insufficient permission.
So we're not good enough.
ID required.
At this point, we have a few, as I said before, a few options here, but what can we do? This is a vending machine.
Enjoy this little piece of happiness, courtesy of mine.
Hey, we got something.
The machine ejected a
Spankles.
garish, beclowned can of soda, labeled Spankles.
Okay.
You are currently at your maximum allotted Spankles allowance. Have a nice day.
So no more Spankles from me. So what's this terminal? Ooh, shiny. Okay, so now we're connecting to Minos. We have a bunch of stuff. Now, this is where we have our kudos history, and apparently I am at C+. Just, I guess, the sort of lowest level. Okay, so Civic Guide. Minister of Aspiration, Well-being, Safety, Consumption, and Comfort. Sounds perfectly fine. Also some personal data. How personal are we talking here? Photo archive, okay, so we can apparently do photos. I have no idea how, but whatever. Okay, so just a little bit of information about stuff. So there's a lot of stuff going on here with the can. Here's a statue of Joey.
It was a statue of my friend Joey. I couldn't imagine why they would have erected it. If Milo had been taken this way, I was sure Joey would help me find him. I needed to find someone around here who'd seen the stalker.
Well, it doesn't appear as if anyone has at this point.
Citizen, welcome to the abridged audio-visual Union City fact file. The Union City walls were forged in 1994 by a small team of resilient workers. A common misconception is that the team was formed of Australian citizens. This couldn't be further from the truth. The city wall was constructed using British steel imported, along with workers, from Hull in the United Kingdom. Many of the citizens of Union City can trace their ancestry back to that small and very dedicated group of immigrants. This concludes your requested fact. Please return for an all-new Union City fact. And remember, be vigilant. This message is sponsored by the Ministry of Comfort.
So I guess we can just keep pressing that in order to get more information about Union City. What about this terminal? Gotta check everything. I guess this is the same as the other one then. Or are there different kinds of miners? No, this is exactly the same one. So, it feels as if we've talked to everybody. Now that can of Spankles, which is a eminently cool name. Can I use that in any way on the birds? Like, can I use inventory? Nope, doesn't even register as an option. Okay, so at this point I'm a little bit wondering what are my options? Like, where can I or can I not go? Wendell, do you say anything else at this point?
How's it going, Wendell?
Can't complain. Not like anybody'd listen if I did.
That's the spirit.
What's on your mind?
Yeah, it doesn't feel as if we have anything. So, we talked to Hobsworth, was his name, about the power cell. Now, if I talk to you about the power cell, now what happens?
Mind if I take a look at the power cell? I'm pretty handy with this sort of stuff.
Hobsworth has it. Told me he'd have it charged in a jiffy.
Great. How long ago was that?
About 1 million jiffies ago. My guess is it's either gathering dust or it's being ground to dust.
So all you need to get into the city is a charged power cell?
Land snakes alive, yes. A power cell. Do you want me to write it down?
No, I got it. I had this sinking feeling that the wrecked power cell in Hobsworth's hut was the one that Wendell hoped would power his truck.
Okay.
I'll be back.
I'll be here.
I'm a little bit wondering now, do you need to exhaust all the dialogue choices? Is that a thing? Because it feels kind of strange in a way, because we're sort of just
Hobsworth, was it?
repeating
Hello
stuff.
again, stranger.
Yes, I can't ask about the power cell anymore because this is now grayed out. What if we try exhaust everything
About
here?
this missing kid.
Dude, word of advice, huh? Since you're new here,
Okay.
look, maybe kidnapping is the sort of thing you people do in the Gap. But this is Union City, man. We're a proper society.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Okay, so now this is actually grayed out as well, so...
Really important I find this vehicle.
Why?
Because it kidnapped a child from my village.
Well, that's the Gap for you. It's like the Wild West, but, you know, without the West.
I know it sounds crazy, but I've been tracking the missing child for...
Nah, if it's missing children you're looking for, you best try the Gap, not here. Good day now.
Okay, so... Can I say anything
Hey,
else now?
Hey, what can I do for you?
So no, now it's actually been grayed out. Okay, so I guess I have to talk to people a little bit more here. Let's actually try and exhaust the dialogue choices here with Wendell as well.
Hey, Wendell.
Morning, son. Or afternoon. I lose track.
Any vehicles come through here recently? Specifically, the four-legged variety.
The only thing's been through here recently are birds, bad smells, and the occasional light breeze.
See, I've been following these tracks, but about a day and a half ago.
All right, pal. Didn't ask for your life story.
You sure you haven't seen any vehicles come this way?
Those land trains pass through up top every few minutes. Nothing down here, though.
Some
How do I
more
open the
truck
back of the truck?
Yeah, I've done this.
2, 3.
This is exactly the same as before.
Got it. How do I open?
Yeah.
1,
This doesn't exhaust.
Wallop, jig, pull.
Can't do anything else here.
Be seeing you.
Aye.
Yay. So. Like, what can I do with the... Can I give this? What if I give that to you? Because I apparently can.
I got you a drink.
Shame it ain't something stronger.
Well, that didn't do much, did it? Yeah, okay, he didn't... Do I have... Okay, so he didn't actually take it then. Fine. What about Hobsworth? Would you like... Oh, hey. Truck hood. I see this one before. I suspect we won't find much because it's just going to be where the power cell is supposed to be.
Empty space where the power cell should have been.
Yeah, and since we don't have the power cell, that doesn't really do much for us. We can't really do anything else here. Can I give some drinks to you?
Looks like you're working pretty hard. Need a Spankles?
Oh, hey, man. That's super chill of you. But I'll just grab one myself when I pick up a thirst.
Yep. Doesn't feel as if there's any need for him to get it for me, you know? Since it's free for everyone. Okay, so... How do we do with this then? Like, what are my options? Yeah, okay, sure. No, get... Hey, yes. Get out of it. Can we get any new information from 2CU over here?
How can I be of assistance?
What if we talk a bit more to you? Oh, hey.
Greetings.
Say that again, would you?
Regis.
Thanks.
Just gonna speed forward here a little bit.
Okay.
Don't worry. Is he a citizen?
No, he's...
Well, unregistered Gaplanders cannot enter Union City. Therefore, I cannot help.
What do you do to see?
I asked about this.
Community Welfare Droid 2CU at your service. I supervise this area and guide prospective citizens through the registration process.
Well, you're clearly excellent at your job.
Why, thank you. I'm the latest model, you know.
I need to find a vehicle.
There are no personal vehicles in Union City.
No, it's one that I followed here from across the desert. It's got 4 giant metal legs.
There are no such vehicles registered with Union City.
Oh yeah? It definitely came this way. Kidnapped a child from my village.
Only Union City citizens can file missing persons reports.
So it gave me the little green triangle, but it's still grayed out, so...
Can you identify a specific vehicle?
Sure, if you provide the precise engineering metrics.
Terrific. Can anyone else help me?
Additional help can be found at the nearby Greta terminal. Alternatively, diagnostician Hobsworth might be able to provide support.
Yeah, not that much.
It was great meeting you.
Okay, so yeah, I'm a little bit stumped here as to exactly what it is we're supposed to do. Well, not what we're supposed to do, I know exactly what we're supposed to do, just how are we supposed to do it? Doesn't feel as if I've necessarily missed anything. I like the sort of a treehouse thing up there, that's kind of cool. How do you even get up there, by the way? Is it through this place? Yeah. So you sort of climb this little thing up top. Pretty nifty. Yeah. We'll try and talk a bit more to her, I guess. If she has anything to say.
Hey, Amber.
Hi again.
What about
I've
Big Steve?
just seen Big Steve, and he's still got your deed.
Thanks a bunch. I hope it rips his gizzard on the way through.
No, I mean he's still got it in his beak.
Well, that's something. Not sure what, but it's something.
So what can we do about it?
Big Steve is the bird with you.
Yeah, we
That's right, the
talked
big,
about
fat, purple
that.
one.
Anything else about
Kinda hard to
this?
get lost in a crowd here. This place ain't exactly Aspiration Plaza. So no, I haven't seen your kid.
Yeah, so really no other information from her. No help about what we can do about Big Steve. Where did the little kid go? Well, he's still here. Let's see if he has an idea. Maybe he can help with the Big Steve problem.
Hey, me again.
What you need, mister?
So what about your brother?
Like, why is he hiding?
Yeah.
I told you, man. He thinks...
Will you tell me where your brother... Maybe we can...
Nuh-uh. I don't know if I can trust you right now.
Listen, about this monster.
What about the monster?
Jeez, man. Why are you so obsessed with monsters? They're not real.
Apparently more about roundabout.
Has a chain on it for a reason.
Yeah, and that reason is Mr. Hobsworth is stupid. Can you fix it?
So yeah,
Call it if you need anything.
now that we got that, does it make a difference if we talk to Hobsworth at this point? Where did Hobsworth get to? There he is. I'm gonna talk to you about the roundabout.
Hey, Hobsworth.
Hey, what can I do for
See,
you?
okay, I have no dialogue
Hobsworth.
choices for
Keep a
that.
smile on your face.
So I'm thinking that we need to find Voxel. Now, where could Voxel be? I mean, there's not a whole lot of places where a little kid could be hiding here, I think. So let's just check here. Cannot see kids over here. Let's go to the other side as well. Is this a thing that I can do something? Help desk. No, I don't feel that I need more help at this point. Yeah, let's try and find Voxel if possible. Thinking about, like, is he hiding in bushes or something like that? Perhaps. So yeah, Hobsworth can actually definitely get into here. Yeah, so we have a sandwich over there, so obviously I want that sandwich, which means that we need to get inside this place. Now, as for the power cell, that's probably the thing that's lying... No, that's a book. Can't really see... Well, there's probably something here that's... It's like if I... Can I... Oh, I can't do anything with the sandwich at this point. Just try and look around here, see if I can find a little kid hiding. Hiding in this thing. Nope, can't see a kid there. Move around here. No. Around here, I guess. I would expect that moving outside doesn't really help me. Like, is there any point of me trying to sort of backtrack? That could be a thing, like, oh, hey, it actually opened up, cool. Can I investigate the O? Nope. Okay, so continue looking for voxel. I'm gonna assume that is sort of in this general area. Perhaps. Not that I can see here at least. Let's just move out of this place a little bit. Yeah, I am thinking that this little area here that I could go before, has he spawned in at this point? Doesn't seem as if that is the case, though. I'm a little bit, I think I need to sort of understand the game a little bit more, I guess. Because, for example, I could potentially see myself getting up here, but I don't see how that would be a possibility for me. And he's not hiding in this little thing. That is also clear. So there's no prompt here, for example, to sort of get up, climb up, anything like that. The waterfall thing is not something that I think I could do anything with, other than, you know, electrocute myself. Still just examine and touch. Yeah, I will say that I am a little bit... I haven't played games like these in, you know, quite some time, so... that might be one of the things that's going on here. I just don't really get this stuff anymore. Can I use my soda can? No, I cannot use my soda can on you either. We are... I think I'm actually gonna leave this off here, but I think that I want to play more of this. I want to play more of this, and I want to sort of get how to do this. Because at this point I am not getting how I am supposed to solve the issues that we do have. See, I was unable to get close enough to this sort of meaningful things. Can't use the kind of spankles on them. Yeah, I'm not getting close enough to the truck doors anyway to even do an examine of them. Not from this side either, right?
Those birds
nope,
weren't
they're not
going
gonna
to
allow
let me
that.
anywhere near the back of the truck.
Right, well, it's a little bit sad. I would have liked to get into the city in this video, but we are not going to be getting into the city in this video. But still though, yeah, I definitely want to play more of this, and it might be that I get back to this pretty soon, as a matter of fact. As I said, I really liked the art style, and I did know that it was going to be sort of a narrative game and also a sort of detective game, as I said, which of course involves trying to solve stuff. But at this point, I must be missing something sort of quite obvious at this point. That is basically what it feels like. But it feels like I do want to get up there, but I haven't seen any way to actually do that. And none of the people that I'm talking to really help me further at this point, so we'll see if I can manage to figure this out without resorting to trying to Google it. That would be kind of sad if I had to do that, but yeah, we'll definitely be seeing more of this. For now though, this has been Ghostman Gaming with me, Christopher. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.